Hello, this is Wei Feng from University of Wisconsin in Madison in the United States. I'm so happy to see you guys virtually. Thank you for Hayden Alamahi for inviting me to make a video talking about microsurgery. The goal of this video is to encourage more of the plastic surgeon go to the microsurgical field because this is really urgent need of microsurgical reconstruction to help more of the patient. As we know now, after suffering of many years of war, there's a lot of patients need microsurgeon to help them to restore their function, fix their wound, and also the microsurgery is also playing more and more role in the cancer treatment especially after cancer resection. A little bit about myself. I was a hand and microsurgeon in China, has practiced for about 10 years. And 5 years ago, I moved to the US and focused on the microsurgical education and research. I have been teaching the young microsurgeon in this university for 5 years. And we also have a micro course teaching the residents from the Midwest of the US. And May, we also have a micro training course in Cairo University, which is very successful and where we meet Dr. Hayden. So here we would like to share how we teach the microsurgery, and I would also like to teach all of you guys. That's why we make a Facebook group so that we can connect together. We believe together we can make it better, and hand by hand we can make it happen. So firstly, for the microsurgery, I always told my resident microsurgery is complex, but it's a trainable skill, just like the sports. After I teach a lot of residents and even the medical students, and I realized microsurgery at the beginning is hard. It's because the muscle in your hand, they never work together to do that fine motion. And we need to train our hand to do that. And it's similar to learning a language. Language like a baby, they use their muscle in their tongue and their mouth to produce a sounds. And after practice again and again, these muscles work together and then make that language possible. And it's the same. And our hand is all fine intrinsic muscle there. So after practice, everyone can learn, can get this skill just like, so I always said, and I also said, if you can speak a language, that means you can train your hand to do micro also. And to start, usually we will need 3 things. One is the microscope, and second is the instrument and the training model for the basic microsurgical skill to learn them, to start learning the basic microsurgical skill. The microscope behind me is the operating microsurgical microscope. It has magnification from 4 times to 24 times. But for the training, if you don't have that microscope, you don't need, and there's 2 options, like this is 2 loops I use. This is a little bit smaller. It has 2.5 magnification. It's good for practice handling the suture, tying knots. And when it goes to doing anesthesia, 2.5 is not enough. So usually we will need a higher magnification. So this loop, if you want to practice anesthesia lie on a vessel 2.2 to 3 milliliter, you may want you to use a loop as a power of 3.5 to 6 times magnification like this. And higher than that, it will be a little bit more heavy and won't be comfortable. So if you practice smaller vessel, we may need to use a real operating microscope. And then for the instruments, if you leave one set of good quality of microsurgical instrument, needle holder, scissor, forceps, and also the suture. Usually we will need to use, we would like to use 9-0, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0, 11-0 suture. For my opinion, it doesn't matter to use a live animal or chicken thigh or other available in models. The training volume is matter. Different models can meet different purpose. Like at the beginning, if you just handling the suture, you may just suturing it on a glove. And then if you moving to practice the method of anesthesia, we can use chicken thigh. Chicken thigh, the vessel, the femoral artery in the chicken thigh is similar to a human adult radial artery. It's a very good size vessel to practice the end-to-end and end-to-side also, because it had the vein, femoral vein and femoral artery is very close. And you can also find smaller vessel to move forward to practice the smaller vessel. And only when you are good enough, you can move ahead to use live animal like rats. I hope this video can help you understand how to start microsurgical training. And I hope you will have fun in the training, and I hope you can move forward in the future and get this skill, help more people in your country. At the end of the video, I want to say, together we can make it better. Hand by hand, we can make it. So I'm looking forward to see you guys in the Facebook group, and we can learn from each other. Thank you.